Hey guys, we are leaving in just a few days.
And here are the answers to the questions that you want to know.
Question 1, how long will we be in Japan?
We are planning to be in Japan for at least 1 year. That's how long our visa lasts.
Yeah, and we were hoping that our visa was going to be 3 to 5 years because that's like the normal, but yeah, ours is a year.
Yeah, and so we're going to reapply for a visa while we're in Japan. We don't have to leave, and hopefully we'll get the 3 or 5 year visa after that. We can keep being in Japan as long as possible. We have no plans of returning.
Yeah, so we have no end date actually of when our time in Japan's over.
Could be old there.
Question 2, how did we get permission to live in Japan?
We got permission to live in Japan through being approved for a religious workers visa. And it's just like other visas, like the business visa, student visa. There is an organization that is our sponsor, and we connect with them to be able to be approved for the visa in Japan.
So it was a 3-step process basically. We had to get our passport, and then after our passport we applied for our certificate of eligibility, and then after our certificate of eligibility we then applied for our visas. And our visas was actually the easiest part because of the people that helped us in that process.
Yeah, the certificate of eligibility is the hardest part because that's when you send them all the paperwork and make the application, and Japan says you're eligible or you're not eligible to come into this country with this visa.
And Japan said we were eligible.
Yeah, eligible for at least a year.
I have something that's in Japanese.
Yay! It's our certificate of eligibility. Our visa, we actually had to travel to Nashville and we applied there, and so we took a little trip there, and we also got our visas in the mail.
A package from the Consulate General of Japan in Nashville. All right, let's open it up. It could be bad news.
What do you mean?
It could be good news. Let's see. Whoa, it's looking good so far.
Oh, is this our passports? Oh, I guess so.
They put it in the passport. That's really cool looking. That's some pretty visas.
Question 3, do we have a place to live once we land in Japan?
Yes, our contacts there already have a temporary housing lined up for us. That's going to be really good for us immediately as soon as we get there, with a lot of the things that we need already in the apartment.
Things like food, bed sheets, things for Alethea, and so we're just super grateful for that because after a long plane ride, it will be so helpful to have all of those things prepared. So we're so grateful to those people.
You don't want to have to hop off the plane in Japan and try to navigate a grocery store immediately.
That would be rough.
Wow.
But then after that, so we're going to be there for a month, roughly, and then we're going to move into more of a permanent 3-bedroom apartment. And so we're excited about that. So everything is lined up, squared away for us to be in a place to live. Question 4, how are we getting all of our things to Japan?
We're getting everything that we own as a family to Japan on the plane, underneath us for the most part, aside from a box of books and some sentimentals we're leaving back here. But we're planning on checking 7 bags, or actually bags and stackable totes. So we're able to take 4 stackable totes with us as long as they meet those dimensions and weight requirements by the airline. So stackable totes and the typical rolling check bags, along with 2 carry-ons and 3 personals. So it's a lot of bags.
It is. Plus we'll have Alethea's stroller, but we actually won't have Alethea's car seat because our contacts on the ground also is providing us a car seat. So we get to leave that there, which usually taking the car seat is a lot.
Yeah, and you might ask, wouldn't it just be cheaper to ship things to Japan instead of taking 7 check bags? But it is not, because it, 1, costs a lot to ship something to Japan, but then 2, for us, we get 6 of our check bags for free because of the card that we use to purchase with the airline. So we only paid for 1 check bag.
Yeah. Question 5, how long is the travel time?
The travel time is about 18 hours in total, consisting of just over an hour for the first flight, and then a few hours layover, and then over 13 hours for the flight to Tokyo. So it's a lot of traveling in one day.
So we'll see how Alethea does on that one. But in front of us, there is an open area, so we're hoping that there's more movement that we can have, especially with Alethea. Question 6, what is the plan once we land?
The plan once we land is to get acclimated to a whole new world. and go and fill out registration, things like that we'll need whenever we get there to live in Japan. And sleep. Circadian rhythm's going to be off quite a bit because of jet lag, and we'll be going to church on Sunday. We're planning to just get to know people and just learn as much as we can there at the beginning.
Yeah, one encouraging thing from a contact was that they just want us to be a normal church member, which is super sweet that we get to just come into a community, honestly, and then also just learn Japan with these people. For the first time for us, we haven't been to Japan yet, and with people that we don't even know yet. And so, yeah, we already feel just so loved, and we're excited to be on the ground.
Yeah, and then about 2 months in October is when language school starts, so we'll have to start signing up for those things and preparing for that. Of course, we'll be learning some new words and everything as we're living there naturally, being immersed in it, but yeah, school would start in October.